guys, Rich here with Brotherhood Reviews, and we're back talking about something very special. Titans Season 4 just dropped, episodes 1 and 2, and I am doing a special video. This is actually one of the first type of videos I did on my channel with me and my cousin, and I believe we were talking about Titans and Loki, I believe, at the time.
Yeah.
When my channel first started. So I believe the videos are still on my channel if you guys want to check it out. But I have my cousin Wayne here with me, and we will be talking about both episodes of the season 4 of Titans. So amped. Not only that, Nick Klaus, if anybody watches Vampire Diaries, Nick Klaus is back in action. I haven't seen him in anything in a while, and it's good to see him back like he never left.
Yeah, Rich, when I watched the episodes yesterday, I think I watched them and I called you and I'm like, yo, Joseph Morgan's in Titans. You're like, no way. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I've been waiting for him to see him in something else since I was a big Nick Klaus fan. You know what I mean? A big Vampire Diary world fan. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it. And I'm just glad to see that he's in such another role. He does an amazing job in these first 2 episodes. And like, I can't say enough about him as an actor.
Yeah, he does. Like, I was expecting to see him in possibly that second episode when you told me he was in it, and when he showed up, like 15 minutes in, I'm like, ooh, who is he playing? And then when they said his name was Sebastian, I was like, what, Sebastian Blood? And then, you know, obviously it's like Singer or Slinger or Sanger or something like that. Same. But you know, they always have that one name before they actually adapt the like actual name. You know, everybody has 2 names in a comic book. So
yeah, because when I seen him, I see him in the episode, and I feel like he's being featured in the first episode a lot. So I'm like, all right, maybe he's gonna be a new featured person in this series. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is good because Joseph Morgan is, like I said, an amazing actor. Yeah. Especially with roles like stuff like this, man. He's just so on point and everything. His facial expressions say it all. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, Sebastian Singer, as you know, I'm not into comic books as much as I am now, like when I was younger. But I looked up Sebastian Singer and found out that he's actually Brother Blood. And the excitement that I had when I called Rich, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in this role. Yeah, I mean, I think they made a great choice here and going with Joseph Morgan for that role, man.
Yeah, we could probably sit here all day and talk about Joseph Morgan. Yeah. honestly, because he's just an amazing actor. What he can bring to that role specifically is going to be amazing. And for those people who don't know who Sebastian Blood or Brother Blood is, just think of, if you've watched the Arrow series, he was the guy who wore the mask. He was running for mayor when Oliver was running for mayor. It's a different version, obviously, but same character essentially. But yeah, I can't wait to see more. We've only saw a little bit about it.
While we're talking about acting performances, I don't know the gentleman's name. Can we look that up real fast? Hold on, give me a second. Let me take a look at that. This guy who plays Lex Luthor in the show is amazing.
Oh my God,
it's amazing. I'm gonna look up his name right now.
While he's doing that, Lex Luthor is possibly one of the most monstrous villains to have the balls to kill him off in the first showing of him, which I don't blame them, because they probably had to cut that dude a hefty check to play Lex Luthor. You know, there's just certain roles where you have to cut a check to play that person.
The gentleman's name is Titus Welliver. Titus Welliver plays Lex Luthor in Titans, and my God, he only made it through 1 episode, but
what a powerful episode.
Time we watched this, I was just telling Rich that he's blowing me away, and he played the Lex Luthor role so perfect and made it his own, and that's what you love to see. That's what you love to see, honestly.
And Lex Luthor is one of those so particular characters, and you either got it or you don't. And he had it.
Yeah.
The whole time. The moment he stepped on the screen, and I was like, oh, like, I was like, hey, Lex. Hey, yeah. Lex.
Yeah. There's a scene where she tells him, she's like, the gods are gonna know your name. And he's like, no, I can assure you, they already know my name.
They know.
And that's just like the way he delivered that line.
Yeah.
Was just, the believability was off the scale.
Yeah. It was like, you know, there's some people who would say that, and it's just them being cocky. But that was just like, oh no, this man's had a conversation with a god before. Like, that's what you get off of his answer. Like, oh no, like, if he told me right now I've met gods, I've defeated gods, I'd believe him. And essentially, like, Lex Luthor has done that at some point, one point or another in the DC history. So for somebody to adapt that in a character for only one episode, hats off to him, by God.
Yep. And I hope to see that guy in something else eventually. You know, the way he just delivered those lines, Rich, it was like every scene he was in, he controlled, like, it was his scene.
He controlled it.
Every scene he was in, it was his scene.
I like you told me before, you thought he was going to be the villain for this whole season, and I thought maybe 3 to 6 episodes he would be in, but I did not expect them to take him out the first episode.
Yeah, the way they took him out.
Yeah, the way they took him out too, and
so the way these people are dying, there's like a snake just spawning out of their body, like just going up through their organs and they're coming out of their mouth. Very ritualistic, yes.
Very ritualistic, yep. And that's what I enjoy about this too, because it's like, it's adapting the very magical and cultist realm of the DC universe. When I saw the RV at the end of the last season and this season and the upgrade it got, I was thinking, okay, now they're probably going, and with the invitation to Metropolis, I initially thought that they're probably going to travel around helping various superheroes. You know what I mean? And now I don't even know where it's going to go. Like, this lady with essentially, I think she absorbed Raven's father out her forehead, but you know, I never expected any of this. How about you?
Yeah, I feel like they've taken a really dark turn. Like you said when we were watching it, the show's always been dark, but I feel like this season they've really turned a corner here. Like, you know, you see the girl on the couch, you know, blood starts coming out of her mouth, her noodles turn to blood, and then she gets her throat cut. Like, you know what I mean? And they actually showed her like getting her throat cut.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy it. I think it's a nice direction that they're going with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because it shows that the Titans are growing up now. Like, you know, this is their 4th season now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they're coming into their own.
Not a kid anymore. You know what I mean? Gar's not a kid anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So now we're seeing things take a darker turn, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I mean, I haven't seen an episode of Titans that I didn't enjoy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, neither have I.
You know,
neither have I.
Honest with you.
Even with Trigon's horrible animation in the first season, I still thought it was amazing. Just, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta appreciate the attempt. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And just the way they're adapting this, and the way they're taking the stories, like. I'm like I was telling you too earlier that I think they're gonna do like the Injustice version of Superboy and maybe a mixture of Superboy Prime in with that, and you know, just let you know what Superboy Prime is, because I know you probably don't know who that is. It's a Superboy that was technically from our universe, like the regular universe. He used to read comics about Superman, and he got pretty much transported into a comic and became Superboy, and just, you know, ruled everything. You know what I'm saying? He took over. He created a suit that absorbed solar rays and kept it like dormant, and he was nuts. He was nuts. At least I'm pretty sure I got the origin right. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna correct me in the comments below if I mixed him up with a different Superboy. But
I enjoy also the direction that they're going with Superboy, because okay, so what happens? Lex Luthor like beams a message right into his head, like, I want to see you, whatever.
yeah, that goes crazy.
And that was crazy. So once Lex Luthor basically starts, I don't want to say manipulating, but Lex Luthor knows what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He knows what he's doing. Oh, you took his name, and I want you to just know me and know this. Because right after Connor agrees to stay, Lex Luthor immediately, okay, I need your help.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Immediately.
Yep.
Okay, I want to show you this project I've been working on. Okay, I need your help for something. So Lex Luthor knew what he was doing, but now you see the internal struggle with not Beast Boy, with Superboy, and now he's like leaning towards, is he more like Lex Luthor? Is he more like Superman? The public is gonna hate him because when Lex Luthor died, you know, obviously they took him in because he was there. So is he like Lex Luthor, and the people are gonna hate him? So now he's in his own internal struggle on what he wants to do with himself. And I don't know, man. I feel like everybody's getting their own, like, you got Starfire. She has the whole thing about trying to find out what these powers are.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like everybody's getting their own. We see Raven lose her powers. Everybody, Timothy Drake's trying to learn how to become Robin.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting a highlight.
Yeah. And Tim Drake is at ground zero right now. He's being thrown into battles low key, and right now he's just a tech guy. And you know, definitely that is his specialty, and he will learn how to fight. But like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's like one of his best abilities, is the fact that he's computer savvy, and you know, he's a very intelligent person. Batman, he is one of the few people Batman does say is a better detective than he is, you know, and that it means a lot. That means a lot. And so like for his development, and I feel like his development is going to come soon but fast. So because like the way that they're going, I feel like they're going to have to like put his training into high gear. And because he's definitely not ready. You could just tell by the way he's been holding his bow staff. You know what I mean? You could just tell he's not ready. But definitely nobody's, you know, even Gar, he was only able to turn into a tiger, and he couldn't fight for nothing either until, you know, Dick Grayson was like, come on. Like, and then the Red Hood, Jason Todd, before he turned to an anti-hero, you know, he was out here, he was training with Beast Boy every day, you know, and got him 10 times better. You know, so once him and Beast Boy gets at it, Dick goes in there, you know, hopefully Jason comes back. I need him to come back.
I'm hoping for the last fight of the season. We get Jason Todd back, man.
He didn't die, right? No, right?
No.
Right, yeah.
No. I'm hoping for that. That would be epic. That'd be epic, man. That'd be pretty good. Starfire, man. Like she is looking unbelievable. Like she stood up with she basically tied with Mother Mayhem in the last fight of the episode. Yeah, episode 2.
Not only that, when they were at Star Labs testing everything, she was only using 8.1% of her power.
She broke the hardest material in the entire universe. I forgot what it was called, but she shattered it.
Shattered it. They was like, oh yeah, thanks. That was cheaper than having it cut. Yeah. Cheaper than... I would have charged him. I would have charged him. Oh, you thought that was free? That's what I would have said. You thought this was free? But nah, not at all. Nah. But other than her, but Starfire, other than her figuring out her powers, I really don't see much more development where she's gonna go this season though. Do you think she's gonna go any further than figuring out her new powers?
I think when we figure out why she has these powers, that's when it's gonna go further. Because I think these powers are chained to something or something, you know what I mean? Like something that she's became or something that... Something, it has to be something, you know. Yeah. She can't just automatically just have new powers.
Yeah, I feel you, because you know what, now that you said that reminded me of what the Star Labs girl said. She was like, we could tell you where your powers come from, but they never said it then. So we might get a flashback, or we might even we might be going back to Star Labs in another episode. You know what I mean? Because they do that sometimes. So
that'd be good. I can't wait for that one. I can't wait until we figure out. Like I said, man, there's so much going on. The only person who really doesn't have anything going on is Dick Grayson.
Well, he's got to keep everybody together.
Yeah, that's more so what he's.
You know what I'm saying? He's the father figure. He's got to, like, these are my I got to make sure none of these kids die. You know what I'm saying? And Ravens keep knocking on death's door. Yeah. Come on, girl. Help me.
That's true. I'm just saying, like, all of them have like a storyline, a separate storyline.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, like an internal type of battle going with themselves. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Except for him.
Yeah.
I think that'll change at some point. Like, we'll get some highlight, but
I don't. Excuse me. I don't think so, because of the simple fact we had his discrepancies in the first, I would say, 2 seasons. You know what I mean? Him fighting with himself, being am I Robin? But if I'm not Robin, who am I? Who am I? You know what I'm saying? We had 2 seasons of that.
That's hilarious that you said it like that. I feel like Starfire gets a lot of love too. I feel like every season she has like a side story going on with herself. Like, first season she's trying to remember who she is, this, that, and the third. What was the second season?
Her sister.
That was third, right?
Was it third?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was third. No. I thought
second season. Who was the big bad in second season?
I don't remember. I know the first season was Trigon. Mm-hmm. The second season, I could have sworn was her sister.
Second season is when Jason Todd got killed by the Joker. Or was that third season?
That was the beginning. Yeah, no. That had to have been the beginning of the third season, because Jason Todd came in the second season.
So Scarecrow was
the
third season. That's the third season. Scarecrow.
No, it had to have been the second season, right? Because it. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, that was the third season. Who was the big bad in the second season? I don't understand why we can't remember this right now.
I don't know either. I don't know why either.
But like Starfire always has her separate storyline. Like, and I feel like I'm glad that they give that character a lot of attention, because it's easy for characters to get lost in the background. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she is definitely such an interesting character, just in and of itself, because not only is she an alien, the type of power she has. You know what I mean? The range of her abilities, the fact that not necessarily that they changed her powers, it's just that they altered the ways of the powers a little bit, and like the things that they can just do with it now. Like the fact of the matter is that like we were just pretty much told that we're about to be told what her powers technically come from, which is very interesting too. So it's like, all right, well, you know, because at least I've never delved that deep into Starfire herself to like know exactly like, oh, Tamarans in this galaxy and like they get their power from this or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? So I just know like, all right, she has some light powers that blast and things like that. Like, I just like, you know what I'm saying, she's just a decent character.
Oh, and to get back to you guys, the season 2 bad guy was Deathstroke.
Yes,
It was Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Sorry about
How did we forget that beautiful performance of Deathstroke?
Yeah, that's terrible, man.
Wow, I hate myself.
That's terrible. But
I hate myself.
yeah, Starfire, I feel like they do very well with her character, man. They do very well. They showed a lot of love. Dick Grayson, like I said, fell into the background a little bit to me. Like he's there just making people feel better all the time. You know, oh, it's okay. You want to go meet Lex Luthor? It's your decision. Or, oh my God, I know your mom died. My parents died too. Here's my jacket. You know.
Wise man did this to me, so I'm doing it to you.
Now he's gonna be there for Gar. You know, when because with all the things that's going on with him.
Oh yeah, we haven't even spoken about that. Why does Gar always do this, yo?
Yeah,
he has something going on. And he doesn't say nothing to nobody until it's too late.
Too late, yep.
Until it's too...
I feel like all of them do that.
They do that too.
I feel like all of them do that.
But Gar has Gar and Raven have two deadly powers that they cannot afford to be doing that. Gar turned into a gorilla in a velociraptor and doesn't even remember it.
Armorillo, apparently.
Yeah, Armorillo. That's
Armorillo.
I love that. That was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Because Superboy swore he had it right. Like that. That's why you gotta love this version of Superboy too. He is so genuine. You know what I'm saying? He is so genuine. And even when he was in prison and he was trying to give the perspective of Lex Luthor, even though he wasn't hitting it the way I pause. Wow. He wasn't. Okay. Wow. I think my career either blew up or ended right there. Nah. You know, I'm not done. Pause. That sounded crazy too. Yeah, but yeah, nah, like he just like I liked what he was saying at that moment, and his delivery was there, but like he didn't have that connivingness behind it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, man. You made me laugh, man. You're crazy, man.
Was it the snap? The snap was too much?
You're too much as a person, bro. Yo, Rich is hilarious. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, back to the point of none of them saying anything till it's too late. They all do it. Starfire, when her sister was starting to do stuff and all that, she ain't say nothing right away. You know what I mean? Raven, whenever something's wrong with her, Gar always does it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But they're always, it shows you the family aspect of them because they always are right there to help one of each other no matter what. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And I think that was like one of my favorite lines is when Dick was talking to Superboy and he was like, Connor, like I can't tell you not to go, but what I can tell you is that it's gonna hurt us if you leave. And you know, you felt that because it's like, you know, at this point it's like, yeah, I get it, like he is a bad person, he is your father and you have the right to know him, but I want you to stay. Like you're our family. You're not his family. You're our family. Like
yeah.
I don't want to share you with him. Like why do I have to share you with him? Superman, okay, but him? Why him? Yeah. And I felt him at that moment because I feel like that with certain family members. Like yeah, like why? Like
very very relatable.
Yeah. So like I felt that moment. Like I was like, all right, yeah, like excuse me, and it's the 4th season, so you know it's been a while now. Like
that's a fact. And I don't know. It's funny when Rachel's like, oh, it's nice to have parents.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was like yeah, cause Tim was acting like it was a burden that his parents was calling him since like they haven't stopped calling me since I left, yo. Oh, it must be nice to have parents to care about you. It must be nice to have parents. I guess we're just morbid for that one.
It was hilarious, man.
Good times.
I love this show, man. I'm glad it's back. I hope they just keep making seasons of this. Honestly, man, like I don't see me ever getting tired of the show.
Yeah, neither can I. But you know, I do want this to have at least 8 seasons.
Yeah, man, that'd be great.
8 seasons would be solid. It would be solid for this. Like I think they could get a good story done in 8 seasons. Like
yep.
And then because we still need the Titans tower.
Yep.
We're driving around in a freaking bus, so we need a tower. We need the Titans tower, and they were heading to San Diego too, and I believe that's where the Teen Titans is based. I might be wrong, but you know what I'm saying, it's hard to keep track. They're, you know, because they do a lot of different things. But before we end this, because you know we've been talking about 30 minutes, unless is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No. I mean, I think we covered basically almost about everything. At least all the big points. You know what I mean? Oh, wait. No, we didn't. I'm sorry, Mother Mayhem.
Oh yeah, Mother Mayhem.
The fight at the end.
She's a problem.
Yeah, she's gonna be difficult. And we see Corey, or Starfire. We see her and Mother Mayhem both shoot like an energy blast at each other, and
so that's pretty much telling us. Yeah, pretty much telling us Corey's gonna be the one who's gonna have to do all the heavy lifting this season, or at least this half, however long it takes to defeat Mother Mayhem, and then you know. Raven's unconscious, and that's the second heaviest hitter on the squad. So, so we're down. You know, we're down a gunner. You know what I'm saying?
And then at the end as well, like you see this chanting, and we think they're trying to do some type of ritual.
Yeah. They are doing a ritual. Yeah. They are doing a ritual at the end. They are doing a ritual at the end, but the thing is, what I'm confused. Well, we obviously know that Mother Mayhem is bringing the new Brother Blood, who we've seen in Sebastian, who we talked about for the first like 10 minutes. But the other thing is, why are they chanting Raven's technical like prayer? Because that's technically they're saying Azarath Metronome Zinthos, which is how Raven uses her powers technically in the comics. I don't think she really says it in the show. I think I've only heard her say it a couple times in the show, but she doesn't really say it in the show. But they've been chanting it, so I'm thinking personally that they're trying to conjure her father as well, because the whole thing is she absorbed all her energy because her crystal is gone in the middle of her forehead. So they had
white,
yeah, and that's where her father's held, you know. So if her father's held in the crystal in her forehead and the crystal's gone, they must have control of her father. And if they're chanting that, they're either trying to harness his power or, you know, free him.
Yep. And I mean, can't wait for the next one, man.
Yeah, I know. Thursday. Gotta wait.
And one more time to get back to it. Like, this show, their casting is so good.
Oh,
like,
wow.
The way they cast certain things, man. Like, it just, these people are all so believable in these characters.
Yep.
Beast Boy, look at Beast Boy. Silly, does stupid stuff.
Yep.
Funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I love it, man. Like, it's just so genuine, like you said. So genuine, man. Look at Joseph Morgan in Brother Blood. They cast him in a role like that. They know he's played Nick Klaus for CW. CW is they're both shows are on the same
network.
You know what I mean? So he knows how to play this role with the blood, with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, with the blood on his face, with the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like he's just so perfectly cast there. You know what I mean? The gentleman that played Lex Luthor, so perfectly cast. Like, the way he said every statement was so believable. I didn't see him lose a scene he was in.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
No.
And it was amazing, man. It was amazing. And I hope, like you said, I hope for at least 8 seasons of this show, man.
Yeah. Like, it's top tier, and I don't think enough people are talking about it. I'm not even gonna lie. I really don't think enough people are talking about it.
Yeah. It's one of those ones, man.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones, man.
God. But anything else you wanted to bring up?
I'm good, man.
Alright, so I wanted to ask you one question before we ended it. Let me know 2 people you want to come back and 2 people you want to see. And these 2 people, they could be people that were on the team, people you want to see added to the team. Like Kid Flash or something like that.
Number 1, I want to see Jason Todd come back.
Respect.
Number 1, no matter what, I want to see Red Hood. Red Hood is badass, bro. Like, that's all that needs to be said about that.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see. Not really who I want or who I, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I'm interested to see if Donna and Dove come back.
Okay.
I want to see if they're gonna get the whole team together for this last fight.
See, I would. That would be good, but I don't know for this one. I would think that they would do that for like
The last
season finale for like the whole show, or if it was like more like a space type of thing, like a invasion type of thing, just because they need the firepower. And as we know, Batman's old, Superman's saving a North Star or something.
Yeah.
Saving a North Star. That's yes, that's where he's at. But anyways, so like I think, so like, all right, so let me tell you mine. So we know that Gar, not Garfield, but Gar, Aqualad, was killed. But we could still get Kelder, who is Black Manta's son. I would love to see him possibly join the team. Probably not this season. I think I heard rumors about a Kid Flash coming in, and if that's true, I would like it to be Bart and not I'd like it to be Bart, and that's Barry's great grandson.
Okay.
And he'll be from the future if they do that. So that'll obviously extend what they can do, you know, exploring future and multiverse and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So if they do something like that, I would love that, because, you know, when you add in a Flash, a lot of time shit happens. But that's another reason why I think they wouldn't add a Flash, is because they don't want people to think like they're gonna reset it every season. Yeah. You know, because that is a downfall of Flash. Because if you don't like something, let them reset it. Let them run back in time. Mm-hmm. Like, just hop in the Speed Force like it's easy. Like, sure. And I would love to see Donna. Dove would be a nice comeback. But you could tell that just her, not like the actress. She played, I know she loved you could tell that she loved the role or whatever, but you could just tell her story arc. She was just done putting on the costume. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I could probably see her probably just showing up as Dawn as a support character or something like that. But for her to probably come into Dove, we actually see a Dove, it would probably have to be something big. Yeah. And then Jason, I really want Jason to come back too. Oh my God, Red Hood, if he needs to come back. He needs to just stop. He needs to just get over it and try and get back on the squad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he's going to do that.
Nope, neither do I. Yeah, Red Hood's he's too gangster for that.
But he might fight alongside them.
Oh yeah, a couple times if they need him, if he feels like it. Because that's what he does. Exactly. Yeah. If Dick is like, yo, Jason, I could really use your help, I'll think about it. And then he'll show up at the last minute. I came because I wanted to. Don't worry, they're rubber bullets. Okay.
I definitely need him back now. But I enjoyed these first 2 episodes, man. I can't wait until the next episode, man, to see what goes on. Like, I was telling Rich before we even did this, I'm like, yo, when a new episode of one of my favorite shows come out, like, I automatically just start having a good day. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I'm so looking forward to watching it.
For real. And this is definitely... We were definitely blessed with 2 episodes, because I was not expecting 2 episodes. I thought they were just going to give us 1.
I think the season before we got 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought they were done doing that.
I was hoping for 3, man. I was a little let down. HBO, I was a little let down.
Nah, they might. They probably did that because they're probably trying to cut it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
little let down. Yeah, little let down there. You know what? Thank you for just, you know.
Or maybe maybe there's 12 episodes in this season instead of 13.
That'd be tragic.
I know.
That would be tragic.
I know.
That'd be tragic.
That would suck. All right. You have anything you want to say? Any goodbyes you want to say?
Man, we appreciate you guys for listening, and, you know, everybody have a good night. Thank you.
All right. That's from my cousin Wayne. And as always, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have a good day, time, night. Whenever you guys are listening to this, thank you.